The last time that Americans faced mass hunger, it wasn't because the country ran out of food. It was because the system stopped working. This was the Great Depression, a time when farmers were destroying their crops in the fields because no one could afford to buy them, while families across America went hungry. It was a huge amount of waste. In 1939, the US government tried something new, a way to move food from fields to tables, not just feeding Americans, but keeping thousands of farmers from losing their shirts. The first federal food stamp program. It was hugely successful and got millions through some of the darkest years in American history. The program ended during World War II when jobs returned and wages were high. High wages, what was that like? Because food was never scarce here, only the money to buy it. But the memory of those hungry years lingered, and in 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson revived the idea with the Food Stamp Act as part of his war on poverty. It was a promise that no one in this country would go hungry simply because they were poor. And this wasn't just compassionate, it was also efficient. A malnourished population does not perform well on the international stage, and we pull the majority of our military personnel from the working class. In general, it is unwise to starve your population. SNAP, the modern version of that program, is still that promise. It is the quiet infrastructure that keeps food on the table for more than 40 million Americans, including myself. Many of the people who receive benefits are classified as not working because they are children, or retired or disabled veterans. And yet, almost a century after the Great Depression, we've just heard that the benefits might not come in November, that the system might simply stop, not because the food is gone, not because the people are gone, but because of politics. It is so hard to see this and realize that my son and I, and millions of other Americans, are just bargaining chips to this administration. We're hostages, essentially. Give us the political power that we want, or we will starve these people, these children, these elderly, these disabled veterans. Are we great yet? The administration in power can choose what programs stay open during a government shutdown. They don't have to cut off SNAP benefits for 40 million Americans. They are choosing to put pressure on the states to get their way. And that's where the parallels with the Great Depression end. In the 1930s, we didn't have the infrastructure we needed. President Roosevelt saw the problem and fixed it. The difference here is malice. It is contempt. There is no way around that. They are hurting innocent people to pressure state politicians into subservience, and it is cruel. It's also deeply inefficient short-term thinking. But to be honest, after years of this administration, I no longer expect good things. Just incompetence and greed.